the eggs.
Right? He's known as terrorists.
Well, that's why the whole NDAA.
Al-Qaeda.
That's why the whole NDAAs
Yeah.
have been signed to prevent that. That and the use of drones on American citizens.
Yeah.
And I mean, Boeing just last week released test results of drones with swarm mentality. One drone can identify a target and another drone can attack it. And now they're talking the mosquito-sized drone. How do you know what bit you's a real mosquito or a government mosquito? You didn't see it. It bit you and took
I'll
off.
tell you what, this ain't good. That ain't good.
And you know, why do you think the label terrorism for the last 3 years has been drilled into our head that we ought to look inside the country instead of outside for terrorists?
Although,
Yeah.
if you have been like myself and probably a lot of other people, you have known by 2003 when they went into Iraq something was amiss here. Because, you know, we were attacking a nation that didn't have nothing to do with this. So at that point you have to question everything that came before that. Which a lot of people did.
I still think the Iraq war was, I'm going to do what my daddy didn't do.
It could be that. But here's the thing, you know.
That doesn't make it right.
I know, but what makes it really awful is that we've let it go this far. You know, that's the problem. You know, it could be more worse than just saying about just doing it. This could be a higher up order.
And what about
create disorder?
What about the Afghanistan deal?
All
right. If the reason was you went in to kill Bin Laden, you killed him. Go.
We're not doing that either. So
No.
There's a lot going on.
No, instead we got more troops in the Middle East than we've ever had in the entire history of mankind.
When you get a Nobel Peace Prize, somehow you got to live up to it. You know what? If we have to stomp the peace into them, they'll be peaceful when we're done. Because you know when you're dead, you're just laying there peaceful.
And I've said this before, and I think I even said it on his show. A lot of those cultures over there will not survive properly with a democratic government. They need dictators. Look at dictator. Saddam kept Iraq in line. Under the Taliban, they weren't exporting no opium poppies, nothing like that. Now, under Karzai, they're the largest exporter of uncut heroin and uncut opium in the world.
It's a crying shame.
And again, if we go back to my second plan in my economic restructuring, maybe I should be running.
Give hookers to Iran.
We go over there to Afghanistan where they're growing the opium and offer all them farmers money to grow pot. Grow some pretty good Afghani wheat and bring it back and let the government sell that too.
Yeah.
Let them earn their revenues that way. Keep your hands out my pocket. Make your own money. That's what I'm trying to do.
They could only listen.
Now you take all that money, you go around the whole world and offer all the opium growers that.
Once again on the show.
You offer everybody that. So you've eliminated the supply end of the heroin trade. And then you've also, you don't have to go fighting the pot war. So now the DEA has a lot more time to concentrate on shit. And
like what shit if there's nothing left to arrest people?
Prescription drug abuse.
Oh, yeah, but that's not going to be as much fun. It'll be harder too because there's doctors involved.
So they
Well,
would be.
they don't want challenges. They just need product.
So anyway, now you take the money and you really finance and fund the education system in this
Like
country.
what?
You rebuild the schools. You have them start teaching right instead of teaching shit wrong.
So leave a couple behind, maybe.
No, you can be more
During
inclusive.
No Child Left Behind, a lot of kids are left behind. Maybe you could just say leave a couple behind. No one will be left behind because it's usually the opposite. So we'll have leave just a couple behind and no one will be
No, I
left
think
behind.
my policy would be more fuck 'em, learn or die.
Okay, well, under your, fuck 'em, learn or die. Yep. Yeah, I
Learn
can see that.
or die. Learn or you will
It
not
could
survive.
Get down to that, really.
Learn or you will not survive in the planet that you need to
Or if
survive.
we have a camp that's for return there.
No, because then you got to do something else to fund that. So anyway, back to the economic plan, right? You use the money from the prostitution to provide health care for everybody. You use the money from the weed sales to provide an educational system and fund the payroll of those who are running the government. I mean, it's a multi-billion-dollar-a-year industry, right? Then,
What would you do with the money from heroin sales?
No heroin sales. Only the CIA can do that.
Uh-oh. Is there any extra left over from like?
No. Then I got a third revenue gatherer.
What is this?
A 50-state lottery run by the federal government.
Right.
All the state lotteries have proven successful. The Powerball, if it doesn't get hit for like a month straight, gets up to about $250 million.
So yeah, one person.
And that's only 16 states. So a federal government, say 3 times that, 50 states, right?
When that's the thing, how much does the government keep?
What they do, see, they're slick. When they dole out that 20-year payment, you're just getting basically
But
the
can't
money.
you decide you want it all at one time?
Yeah, but you get like half.
Because they tax it?
No, that's before taxes. See, what they do, here's an example. I'll do the Powerball right now. This is an educational show if it isn't even real serious. All right, the Powerball this Wednesday's drawing is worth $90 million estimated. That's if you take the money over 20 years. The actual cash, if you were to take it today, before taxes, would be $59.8 million. So there's a 30% rough tax rate between federal and state. You would lose $18 million off of that. You'd walk out of there with 41 for a $90 million jackpot.
Somebody gave me $1 million.
Listen though, you invest that $41 million over the 20-year period and pay taxes on just the $90 million over the 20-year period that they were going to pay you out, it would come out to like $160 million. So that's how they make their money. Believe you me, all these $1, $2, $10, $20 bets are going right socked into an interest-bearing account right from them electronic machines daily.
This is the coolest show.
And they're turning over huge amounts of interest. So if we did that with the federal government, the amounts of interest alone would pay for the military, the running of the government, and everything else you need, just off the interest of the money that was bankrolled.
We are sitting in a building that people are trying to get into, but they can't get in.
We're solving
because the locks are holding. That's the only reason they're not entering, and we can continue the show.
We're solving the problems of the country. It's more important.
I almost feel Bilderbergish right now.
Yeah, kind of.
Here we are. We're talking about all these people, everything from lottery, winning stuff, to gluing our fingers with glue.
Hey, I'm on the 3rd coat. It just about built it up.
And it's like, my God, there's people out there. They want to come in here. They can't come in. The door keeps rattling or knocking every few minutes. I really feel there are people at the windows, though. You know what? I don't think they got any of our pictures, though. Do you?
They're dropping in through the ceiling.
You have a drop ceiling.
So.
Oh, that's it. That's what we're doing. We're sitting here.
You know why it's a serious? You know why it's a serious show? Because it's serious fucking times. There, I said fuck.
You know, look, California had an earthquake. Beverly Hills had an earthquake today.
Yeah.
3.5 or something.
Yeah, nobody got hurt in that.
So anyway, yeah, you're right. The ground is not safe anymore. It's not. It's shaky. The sky's shaky and striped stuff.
I'm afraid of getting too serious. I don't want to
around and come back and get you. Lightning is hunting people this summer. Have you noticed that? Like I heard, like a couple weeks ago, like 3 or 4 places lightning hit people. Like major events, like races and stuff, golf things. Nature's hunting.
If you listen to Greek mythology, that's Zeus throwing lightning bolts at people to piss them off.
Zeus?
Yeah.
He's hitting.
Yeah, you think about it. I mean, we weren't on last year. Last year we went through a tornado, a hurricane, an earthquake.
We had 6 tornadoes in one day, remember?
A freak snowstorm in the end of October that wiped everything out.
Yeah, we've been through some.
What else? What else? Oh, there was what they call it, a microburst. There was one of them.
I know it sounds crazy, but I think the next thing's going to be such a big thing. It's going to be more world event. Like you ever notice now you got little regions that are in problems. I think something's going to hit that's going to make the whole world go under stress.
What, like a fucking meteor slam us or something?
No, I think it's going to be a sun thing. Like the sun's been storming up.
Yeah.
I go on the spaceweather.com and stuff and check different things.
Yeah, but that's because we're in a cycle.
Yeah, we're in a solar cycle. We're thinking of 24. It's a cycle that's, I don't don't know. I really don't. Nobody knows. They're all speculating.
Yeah, but do you really know day to day, year to year, anything, right?
No.
I mean, it's all new to us.
Right.
Everything's new.
We've got most of the shit we've designed, and if it gets hit by a large radiated thing, I guess it takes it out. An electronic here.
Yeah. Well, that's when we're going to really have a true revolution, is when the power grid goes out anyways.
Well, it's not a revolution. We're all really under stress to live a different way.
Oh, no, it'll be a revolution. It has to be. It'll also be evolution.
What if it's a revelation?
Evolution, revelations, constipation.
Yeah. What if it's like, for some, a vacation, but for others, constipation?
I think we got a song coming.
Well, anyway, it is hard to be funny in these times.
Hey, I had another thing. I came up with a great saying the other day. I don't put shit up on Facebook unless it makes people think.
Right.
And I may go 6 months without putting up. I had to put this one up. You don't truly become an adult until your prejudices are fully developed.
That's probably true for most.
Well, then my comment to it was, and I'm never going to grow up.
Right. Yeah, we've probably got more in common than we have that isn't like-minded.
I was going to put one up, but I had too much of an attitude. It said, I don't care as much what you think about me as I do what I think about myself.
It's kind of funny, though.
I'm politically incorrect, and I tolerate you, so you have to tolerate me.
Yeah, it seems like the country's struggling right now. Don't it, in a way?
Yeah, and you know what else I think it is? All these man-made and government-created diversions and all that. It ain't enough. We fucked up society. Everybody needs too much input now.
What are you going to do? The people who fucked it up are the ones who learn how to fuck it up in school.
Yeah.
They get the PhDs, and they're not going to change. They can't even be humble tongue. You ever hear in science they have what they call like tenure? Well, you can't, if you don't have that, you can't present a project even if you're right and have it be for 40 years before they can present.
Yep.
No matter, they stick with shit, no matter what.
It's rules, man.
Well, I mean, that's where we're stuck in that, so that what happens is, how do you make that better fast enough to save shit?
And they also dictate what people learn, and I mean, in the way they learn it, and it ain't right.
Right, well, that's not only not right, but they haven't learned the right way themselves. So if they don't know the right way, how the hell are they going to tell other people?
Now you go back to the old phrase, those who can't do, teach.
It's really simple. The European philosophy here in North America and now in this land, this doesn't work. It does not work to subjugate and to pave over this shit. It's going to come back to bite you, and it's going to be an awful bite. So it's good to see you in your hat and everything.
Yeah, different hat. The old hat's in retirement now. It ain't permanently retired. It's just resting after all those years of service.
It's amazing. It doesn't feel like really 3 years, does it? I mean,
No. We did the last one. I think we did one in 2010. I got nothing.
So anyway, I want to have
It ain't
to finish
good.
now because he's got a legal issue involving a dog, of all things. And that's where we'll stop, just to wet your whistle.
You sure it isn't a moral issue involving a dog?
I don't know. But that's why we want to have them on. And once I find out what the court date is, I'd like to, if they spring them, I'd like to have them on after the, if not, we might have to go actually do an on-site interview. So how long they give you? How's the dog feel about all this?
I'd like to, if we're going to continue to do them, interview some street urchins.
I told them
They're crawling in and
like
out
it was
of
Christmas time.
Yeah.
Put some pounds on that dog in case he ends up bringing them to court.
That's what he should do. Bring him with him.
Yeah, dress them up.
Bring him to court. Show the judge that the dog doesn't run when you unzip your trousers.
So that's it. That's all we got
That's
right
the
now.
show,
That's
yeah.
enough for me.
Yeah, and I think we ended on a note that was enough for me. So before I forget what I'm supposed to remember, I'm hungry.
I'm hungry, yeah.
Yeah.
I'm hungry.
Well, till the next time.
All right. See ya. Anyway, I guess this is the end of It's High Time We Talked.
Yeah, I'm hungry.
We'll see you next show. Have a nice day.
Whatever.
Play our outro song here. This is where the
Okay.
outro song goes.
Well, what are we going to put?
I don't know yet.
All right.
Just get off the press.
And
Y-